You know what time it is. It is Sipping with Sue time. I am Szu-Moy, and we are to Friday again. It has been one heck of a long week. It's been really crazy for me for my week. Hopefully you guys are getting your downtime, happy hour time. Cheers to the weekend. And if you're just joining us for the first time, we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. And we are chatting with real people doing real things extraordinarily. So if you've not headed over to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get all of the latest content as soon as it happens. So this week we are talking with my good friend, Michelle Day. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? We had a little bit of trouble, folks. So we are a little bit past 6 o'clock, but technology and me sometimes do not mix.
Well, it's probably more me than
No, it's because if gremlins are going to come in and poke holes, or unicorns want to poke holes in my laptop, they usually happen too. So it's all good. But how are you doing on this Friday? Cheers. Oh, I like your mug.
Thanks. Drinking
Che-
coffee.
Cheers to the weekend. Woo. Well, I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking wine.
I'm always drinking coffee.
I'm drinking wine because I deserve it. It's been a long week. So let's just give a quick intro to folks on who you are and kind of like how we met and all that good stuff.
Let's see. A mom, and a wife.
Yes.
I am. I have my associates in uh, cardiac diagnostic technology. I am a bachelor's in complementary and alternative medicine, certified Reiki master teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm ordained twice, an ordained minister.
Yes, awesome. Well, good. That's like a long list of fantastic accomplishments. Brava.
Thanks.
And then, so a quick thing about how we met. We met how many years ago now? It was
Uh,
Camp
Camp
20,
Mars 2018.
2018.
Mm-hmm.
It's Camp Mars 2018. And this girl is like a superwoman because tell the folks like how you got to Camp Mars. So you're up in New York, right?
Correct.
And you just had surgery.
Yes, 4 weeks prior to camp, I had a bilateral mastectomy. Now, for camp, I had ordered my tickets and everything in January. I
Mm-hmm.
was diagnosed in April,
Mm-hmm.
and and I told my doctors when I had my surgery on the 5th of July, I says, I don't care if I'm pushing IV poles, I am going to camp. It's non-refundable.
Yeah.
So I just said, I'm going to camp whether you say I can or not. And they allowed me to. So it was literally 4 weeks post-op that I was at camp.
I know, superwoman, superwoman. So she was hurting literally, but a smile on your face always and saying hello to everybody and just having a good time. So I was like, wow, you're like superwoman. So, so tell us a little bit about Reiki, and maybe did was Reiki part of your healing process um, when you went through the surgery?
Um, when Reiki is an energy healing,
Mm-hmm.
and every living thing has energy. Even plants give off energy. They use energy. They require, like plants require the sun to make their food. And so what we do with Reiki is we work within that energy field. Like if you take your hands and put them together like this,
Mm-hmm.
and where you start to feel the resistance, that's where Reiki is. It's
Hmm.
that energy that you would feel. There's just, you might feel a slight resistance. That's where we work.
Okay.
And um, you have um, 7 energy centers called chakras, and each one pertains to a specific body set. So, like your root chakra, which is between your pelvic bones,
Mm-hmm.
um, by your tailbone,
Mm-hmm.
that is your root. That is you 100%. And you go up to your now I'm getting all confused here. root, and go up. Sorry. It's been a rough week with the
It
head
has
cold, and
been. No,
I
it's
just
all
I
good.
just got antibiotics, so my brain is like frazzled and
No, it's all good.
um,
But yeah, the seven we've got the seven chakras and they go from the root all the way up to the
crown.
crown.
Yes,
Okay.
and
Okay.
each chakra contains a body system. Like your heart would be your heart, your lungs, your diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and what we do is we try to when we first do start a healing session, we can actually feel by moving our hand over you if anything is out of balance, and then we
Mm-hmm.
try to um, put it in balance. But with Reiki, um, energy goes where it's needed. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
could be directing it towards your third eye, but if it's needed in your root chakra, it's going to go where it's needed.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times I will just give energy, and it's like
And
here
let
it
it go,
goes.
let it go
Let it
where it
go.
needs to go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Gotcha. So how did you learn about Reiki and the different energies and the benefits of the healing that it can do as far as like the energy going where it needs to when we're off balance?
Okay. I did learn when I was going through my bachelor's. I had to learn about all of the holistic. I had to learn about acupuncture, acupressure. I had to learn about all of it. And your Oriental medicine,
Mm-hmm.
your Eastern medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, my great great grandmother was Native American, so she would go by what she saw.
Mm-hmm.
And we, she tried to teach me her way
Mm-hmm.
that you look, you feel. And when I was a little kid, the animals would follow me around the barnyard, and I would just walk and they would follow. And my sister would go into the barnyard, and the geese would snap at her. And my sister was not liked by the animals. And my great great grandmother told my grandmother, she said
Mm-hmm.
she's a natural healer. So, but grandma was the great great grandma was the daughter of a medicine man. So
Oh
she
wow.
so she
Okay, awesome. So you learned about it
through
through your great
school.
great through family, through your great great grandma,
Yes.
and then so being a natural, I guess, a natural healer and just having that naturally as something that's a part of you. Um, what is it about energy healing that really draws you in? Because I'm sure you were little and you were just you're developing these things,
Mhm.
but then you're honing in on a craft. So what is it about this craft that
So
that
sorry
really
about
like
that.
that really kind of drew you in to learn more and to kind of perfect it?
um, I've always wanted to be like a nurse or a surgical nurse, or I always wanted to be in healthcare and
Mhm.
to actually do healing that is non-invasive.
Okay.
That was my thing. It's like most Western medicine is it's invasive one way or another. You're either taking a pill or you're having some procedure where they are going into your body to fix it,
Hmm.
and it's like
Hmm.
no, you know, Western or Eastern medicine has been around for thousands of years,
Hmm.
and we need to incorporate Eastern and Western medicine, in my opinion,
Hmm.
because it's getting ridiculous with the way people are treated
Hmm.
nowadays
Hmm.
in
And the it's
healthcare.
it's it's more like a band-aid when you're injecting and you're taking
Mhm.
pills and that kind of thing. And
It's
it doesn't really, in my opinion, also, it doesn't really go to the root of the problem, which is why when
correct.
I go to the hospital and I'm talking with folks and the doctors and the nurses, it's like, well, you can take this. And I'm like, I usually don't take pills.
Mhm.
So what else can we do? You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, yeah. So how did you, what does your certification entail? Because you're a certified Reiki master. How does that, is it all of the the degree plans that you mentioned, or what does that entail as far as becoming a master?
Reiki master teacher. Once you become a master, you can go on a little
To
further
teach?
to teach. So I can
Okay.
actually teach people how to do
Hmm.
Reiki. But there's a level one where you learn the basic, where your chakras are and the kanjis and your
Hmm.
symbols. And you have to get atoned by um, or attuned by your instructor. So you have to go through a process. And then there's a level two, then your master, then your teacher. So it's four separate,
Hmm.
and you go further into meridians and um, the different types of healing with energy.
Hmm.
So it's a four-step process to get certified in each. You have to get certified in each before you can become a master.
Hmm. What are meridians?
Meridians are the energy lines in every human body. Which,
Okay.
like if you go for acupuncture, they're
Uh-huh.
going to go on a set of. It's like your the map to a human body. There's
Okay.
energy fields, and the meridians are those energy fields.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And so one of the things that Michelle did, was it 2018? Yeah, it was 2018 when we met. You actually, so you were able to do like a quick healing for me.
Hmm. I did a
Um,
spot healing. Yeah,
okay, so explain to everybody what a spot healing is,
a
and I'll
spot
and I'll
healing.
tell everybody how I felt.
Okay, a spot healing is kind of like going through the chakras real quick and trying to clear out um, um, any negativity that I feel.
Hmm.
I will wipe away the negativity. But also, it can be, I've done it with my son where his back is bothering him, and I'll just
Hmm.
go and put my hands on his back, and I will release the, the discomfort there. So it depends on, I call
Hmm.
it spot is like just going through your chakras, or
Hmm.
because a full body Reiki can be anywhere between a half an hour to an hour,
Hmm.
depending on the work that the client would need.
Okay. And then when they're well, I guess you determine that as you're going through and
Hmm.
and feeling what I guess blockages there may be, or
Hmm.
what's again, what needs to be cleared out is how
Hmm.
much work that will need to go
Yes,
through the entire person, right?
yes, yes. Sometimes they don't need the crystals. Sometimes they do. Sometimes I'll pull my pendulum out and I'll
Hmm.
ask it, does it need more? And then you add more crystals. So
Hmm.
it it's kind of a multi-step.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, yeah. So our spot healing was all of maybe, I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes, but
Hmm.
it was really nice because I was able to be outside. We were at camp, so it was in the outdoors in nature, and I was able to sit on the ground and just be just really calm and go through that process. And I had not done it like that or done anything like that before, and so when I got up, it was I felt like a ton of bricks had left me.
Hmm.
It was just I felt really good and feel very clear, for
Hmm.
sure, for sure. So it was amazing. So would you mind showing us how it works? I know
Sure.
you've got a helper back there.
Yeah, my little Bart.
There you go.
He's our proxy. I will use Bart and show you how it's done. Go through the different chakras, but
Awesome.
I'm going to start by some people, when you do a Reiki session, they feel nothing. They feel nothing at all.
Hmm.
They will feel it a little while later. They'll be like, "Huh, okay, what's going on? I'm feeling a little bit lighter," like you said.
Hmm.
Some people, they will feel warm. Some people will feel tingling. Some people will cry their eyes out. It's just what needs to be done. That's the way their body is letting it go at the
Hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
But I always try. I'm going to do it with Bart. I'm going to go behind him and put my hands on his shoulders. And I'm going to have everybody take 2 deep cleansing breaths with their eyes closed.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me if you can feel anything.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to
Okay.
hope I got enough. I might have to. We're pulling the bed closer.
Okay.
Come here, Bart.
Bart's actually quite large.
I gotta get you in the picture here. Get back into my head. I had to get Bart into the picture.
Yeah, Bart's quite large.
I mean, I have the littler one, Bart Jr., but I don't know if he's. Oh, we could use Bart Jr. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have everybody close their eyes and take 2 deep cleansing breaths. We have to go in through your nose and out your mouth. Energy in through your nose and out your mouth. Now, hands on Bart Jr.'s shoulders. And you can let me know if anybody comes in here. Sometimes people can do it because this is how I do my distance energy readings. Like we did that one time. I'm going to start at the crown chakra at the top of his head. And then alternate in a position to make sure that it's covered. Solar plexus. And the orange chakra above the root below the solar plexus controls your bladder, your female and male reproductive organs. And above everything, it's escaping me from the chakra. And then I'll just go to that. Reiki symbol to, well, actually create one inside of 2. And it's to these are the Reiki symbols that we are attuned with, and they're sacred, but they're once you go through your school, you get taught them, but you're not supposed to just say, hey, here, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, I'm going to chakra is brain healing here. It's like you're pointing, and that's the, which I have on YouTube. And then the say hey is to is to keep it there. And then when we're all done, we go through and we cleanse the chakra field. And then well, we give them water, make sure that everybody's okay. But that's your basic. It's hard on him because my hands are just about as big as he is.
Yes.
But you have your crown, your third eye, and your throat. It's much easier showing your hand.
Gotcha.
But that's how I do it. A distance healing is I use a little teddy bear or a doll as a proxy, and that's how I send. Or I will do it. You know, my neighbors look at me and think, okay, she's doing something again, because they'll see me going like this.
Okay.
Going through the
And that's when you're going through it and doing it when it's long distance, right?
Yes.
Because you can do it. Yeah. So you can do, I guess we should probably explain that too. So normally, if you're in person and doing Reiki, you would be on a table and you're not touching them. You're just kind of, it's a movement over them.
It's a movement over, but we still have to ask if it's okay if we touch them, because when I do a full Reiki treatment, a full Reiki session, I do the joints as well. So I will touch the small bones of your hands. I will touch when it gets to the private areas, it's always on the outside of the hips. It's we never touch.
Sure.
But you still have to ask if it's okay to touch them.
Gotcha.
Some people do have triggers that you cannot touch them. That if you don't ask them beforehand and you touch them, they'll wig out on you, which is understandable, because if you don't know everything that person has been through, and you go and touch them.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's just like if you get a massage. I mean, there's, they ask you the same
please
thing.
Don't do my butt. Okay.
Yeah, don't touch here, don't touch there, whatever. But that's when you're in person and you're doing a full treatment in person. But you can actually still get the benefits of getting the healing and the energy flush without actually being face to face with you, and that's what we did just now.
Yes, and that's kind of what we did in the summer.
Yes, yeah, very good, awesome. So thank you. That was amazing.
Sorry, I'm a little out of sorts with. I've been dealing all week with a cold, so and arguing with the doctor about it's actually bronchitis. I should have been on antibiotics on Tuesday, and they were arguing with the pharmacy. So,
yikes. Okay, well, I'm glad you're feeling better, which is good. And I appreciate you coming on and everything. So, is there anything else you'd like to add about Reiki, about the healing benefits, about anything about the practice that that anybody that's curious would want to know?
Let's see. I do find it. It actually helped me when I was going for my breast biopsy before I was even diagnosed.
Okay.
Because you learn about the meditative side of it. Is like I had us do the cleansing breaths before I started
Mm-hmm.
with with Bart. I did the exact same thing when they were doing the biopsy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
um, they said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Just finding my zen."
Yeah, for
and
sure.
and it's like I said, I have to find a spot where I'm, I'm aware of what you're doing, but it's not affecting me.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
and I just had to get to that part, and that's a lot of it is the meditative and the cleansing and the being in nature. And I prefer water.
Mm-hmm.
Some people prefer walk in park or country country drive, whereas I prefer water. I like being
Okay.
around bodies of water.
Yeah.
But if you ever wanted to learn or wanted to find more out about it, you could always Google it or find, Reiki practitioners near me, or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, but and then you can usually find out how to.
And then if anyone wants to get in touch with you, we'll put your because you have a with your practice you have a website, right? Or no?
I uh, don't anymore.
Okay.
I do have a page, but I don't do it, you know,
So
since.
we'll just have them we'll make sure that they can get in contact with you via email
Mhm.
or whatnot so that they can
Right.
if they want to learn more about it or
Hmm.
have a session with you because you can do it over the phone or even
Hmm.
like this through like a Zoom session or something, then we'll make sure we put it into the feed.
Okay.
Awesome. All
Okay.
right. So, with all my guests, thank you so much for coming on. I know we had a little
Thank
bit of
you.
technical difficulties, but we've conquered. We'll make it through. Again, it's Friday. We have to make it through at the end of
Oh
the week.
yes.
But just for fun, I like to ask all my guests and have them run through a speed round. So, are you ready?
Hmm.
All right. What's your favorite gemstone and why?
Um, Hematite, because it's a grounding.
Okay.
It's a grounding stone.
Awesome. Most used essential oil.
I'm not really into using the essential oils, but
Okay.
that if I have them in a diffuser, I use the doTERRA Serenity,
Okay.
because it's lavender, but a lot of the lavenders aren't real lavender, and I get an
Mhm.
instant headache from the fake ones. So,
There you go. So that we know which ones are the true ones. And I'm
mhm,
sure my girlfriend Duquesa, who will tag her in this because she's we did a doTERRA thing
mhm.
a few sessions back. But yeah, she'll be super happy to hear that one of your favorites is Serenity. All right, which color speaks to you?
Uh, if you can't tell by the room, my favorite color is red. Um, it's always been red. I don't know
Yes.
why, but it's always been red. Well, I guess that would be my root chakra. So,
Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. So you kind of alluded to it a little bit. I was saying walk in the park or a short drive in the country. So if you had to do either of those two things, what would it be?
it would probably be a walk in the park,
Gotcha.
barefoot, barefoot.
Yeah. So you can
I
feel,
earth, I earth.
yes, yes. It's the best. As long as I'm not stepping on a slug, that's it.
I used to walk around bare. My great great grandmother used to. How is she walking around in the barnyard in her bare feet? And it's like,
Mhm.
so there was goose poop and cow poop, and Michelle's walking through it all.
Oh my goodness.
But it was like it was so much easier than to hose your feet off than it is to try to
Mhm.
clean your shoes. And
Ah,
but
interesting. Yeah, it is.
it's like,
It is.
but
Awesome.
that's how I walk around when my son used to race motocross.
Hmm.
It was always muddy. I'm walking
Yes.
around in white, and I came home white, and everybody's,
Hmm.
how do you manage to walk be white when you leave? And I go, because I walk through like I don't care if I'm stepping in it. And I says, it's when you start pussyfooting across it that you're going to start getting it on you. So,
Oh my gosh, hilarious. Awesome. Well, good. Well, thank you so much. And again, if anybody wants to learn more about Reiki or they want to, have a session with you, then we'll make sure that we put your info down at the bottom. And to everybody else, have a great weekend. And we will see you guys next week. So
Okay.
have a great weekend and take care, everybody.
You take care and have a good holiday.
You too. You too. We'll see you guys right after Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
take care.
Take care. Bye bye.